EmceeTV.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. You watching EmceeTV The Podcast on the only station where you can find it right now, live. As always with me, my bro.
This your boy Big Ray West B-I-double-G representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the west coast, and they know.
Hey, yo! Ray, how you feeling this morning?
I'm blessed. It feels great to be alive. It
That's
feels
what's
good
up.
to be alive.
That's my daughter's 18th birthday today. Shout out to her. We just went out to breakfast. We just grabbed a little breakfast and had some fun. We got a couple different things we're going to go do today, and then we're going to go check out that Matt Rife show. So shout out to Matt Rife. No pressure. Hopefully he puts on a good show. He's a comedian that kind of took the world by storm after he came off of Wildin' Out. And, I don't need to do any intros for him or anything, but a good chunk of motherfuckers know who he is. He was on Wildin' Out for a good minute, and he's fucking internet phenom, kind of does a lot of crowd work and whatnot. So,
Steve, it doesn't sound like you're going to work today.
I'm not. I took the motherfucking day off.
Doesn't sound like you're going to work today, Steve.
Nah, man, I played hooky.
Well, happy born day to your daughter. You know what I'm saying? 18. I mean, you're done. You know what I'm saying? She's no longer yours. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You have nothing else to do with it anymore. No, obviously I'm talking shit.
Nah, it's exciting. You know what I mean? These little people, you get to watch them grow up and become adults.
Yeah.
And make decisions and stuff. And yeah, now she's just out in the world doing her own thing. So
I've heard some parents say that it's harder when they are adults. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to kids. So you'll be finding that out before I do.
I feel like as long as you are able to put a in a good position ahead of time, give them the best value.
Shit, your mic acting up right now.
As long as you give them the best values that you can, ideally that works.
For sure. I feel like you said give them the best value they can or something like that. Yeah. There you go. Now you on.
Okay.
I said weird, bro.
Well,
We plug my shit in. Make sure it ain't my shit cutting in and out or something. You know what I'm saying? Everything appears to be tidy though.
I'm plugged back in. Am I good?
You're good.
I'm on the mic.
You're
The
good.
mic is hot.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We give them the valuable information that we can give them, and we just hope that they use it the proper way.
Yeah,
or the way God intended.
Every family's gonna have different values and morals and whatnot, but you just pass on what you can from. I think that's what it's all about. And I didn't realize that when I was a kid, but I think a parent's main job, aside from feeding you and whatnot, is to pass on the shit that you learned. That way they don't make the same mistakes you did. You know what I mean? Like I learned that you gotta. I'm trying to think of something off top, and I don't have anything in my pocket, but. You know when you change a tire, you got to have a homie out there with a phone on the flash. You know what I mean? So nobody runs into the back of y'all or whatever. You know what I mean? Like little tidbits, like hey, don't drink and drive, whatever. You know what I mean? Like whatever you learn.
For me, you're 1,000% right. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's more shit like where I come from, we didn't have people didn't get a health insurance through their jobs and, have life insurance and teach about credit usage and all that shit. We were always taught, stay away from credit. Don't you fuck with no credit. That's how you guys get behind, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so shit that might be just common sense to, everybody else, that's the shit that we learning and passing down.
Yeah, I think, that's really, when I boil it down, that's what I come up with. You know what I mean? Like, share your mistakes with them, not to glorify them, but to say, hey, this is where I fucked up. I would like for you to avoid doing this. I went through this pain, so you don't have to. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll put you in a better position than I put myself. So, yeah. But I for the most part I've done that. My daughter is super intellectual. She wants to go on to be a teacher and help really pass that knowledge on to other people and help guide them in the right direction. And she wants to teach middle schoolers and high schoolers, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah, so props to her. But all right, so y'all came here for some hip hop. We go talk hip hop right now. I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's me and the homie Big Ray West. It's Sunday morning, so we getting you your dose of hip hop on MCTV. Coming at you with a little something dope, real quick. Ray, why don't you tell about Big Sean, bro? Why don't you kick it off?
This comes in via hotnewhiphop.com. Big Sean has been rapping his ass off in 2025, but the rhymes have been overlooked by other viral moments. Social media appears to have taken notice of his bars as they suggest the Detroit rapper had the best verse on Lil Wayne's new album. Weezy's long-awaited The Carter 6 dropped Friday, June 6, but instead of praise, it received mixed reactions. Big Sean collaborated with Lil Wayne and Jelly Roll for the album Cut Sharks on his latest track with Weezy. Sean Don raps, guess I gotta move the needle since you didn't do it. Glock under the pillow on some Mission 2 shit. Fuck an institution, I know what I'm doing. 10 steps ahead, Shikari, how I'm moving. Jesus and Judas Caesars are Brutus. Always someone plotting, gotta beat him to it.
I like it. I like it. I think Big Sean is a dope MC. I think he's been holding it down for Detroit for a long minute. Um, I know he's well respected out there from the OGs that I've talked to. That when me and Ray have been out there in certain circles and whatnot, and it's cool to see somebody like him getting the love from the fans. You know what I mean? Like fuck a critic, because a critic is going to try and say some shit controversial anyways, just to get clicks and create shock value. But I think Big Sean, I think he's a dope MC, and I think he brings some nice flavor to the record. I enjoyed the one with him and Jelly Roll and Wayne, and I definitely dug the Jelly Roll hook, and I like how vulnerable and laid back Jelly Roll was with it when he was talking about it. He posted a video of himself seeing it live on Apple Music for the first time, and how excited he was to be affiliated with Lil Wayne. And he said, "Man, I'm on Eminem and Wayne's projects both in the same year." Like this man was, he's a fan, but he was also just sharing his enjoyment with his fans and everybody that's watching. You know what I mean? And that's beautiful to me.
He sold his soul, Steve. That's how you make it.
Never, never.
It's over. Sorry, R.I.P. Jelly Roll ahead of time, man.
That dude is killing it. So my mom went down to Nashville with some friends. She's down there right now, and my mom and dad are down there, and they were catching a concert, and they bought a whole package of multiple concerts and whatnot. But they had been out all morning at different concerts and whatnot. And so my mom decided to stay in for the night, and they were going to skip whatever concert they were supposed to be at. Jelly Roll and Shaboozy made a surprise appearance. They did a guest appearance and came out and rocked the mic in the Titans Stadium. And my mom missed it. She was pissed. She was pissed.
That's crazy. As far as Big Sean on the Lil Wayne album, I don't think it's a crazy thing. I listened to the whole album, and arguably he did have the best verse on the entire project. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that verse did stand out, and that's a great song. Jelly Roll destroyed that hook. My guess would be it'll probably be the next single, if not already a single and music video coming soon by fan demand. As far as the whole album, I'm not a Lil Wayne listener. I jumped off of that train a long, long time ago, probably around Carter 2. I feel like he's still a lyricist, a wordsmith, witty with the words and witty with the bars and clever with the bars. I think can't nobody argue that and say that he can't rhyme. He's arguably the best rhymer, putting bars together too, but it lacks depth, but you aren't going to get that from a Lil Wayne project anyway. It's kind of like everywhere. It's kind of everywhere. He's tried to cater to a whole bunch of different audiences, I felt like, which doesn't necessarily make it bad, but That ain't for me. I'll leave it at that. There's probably 4 or 5 songs that I would add to my playlist, but there's not a whole lot of replay value
So
in the whole entire album.
I jumped on YouTube Music, and I'm looking at the spins that they've generated so far. King Carter, the lead track, has got 1 million plays. Arguably, that's going to be the one that should. I mean, that's the first one. If you just try to spin the whole record, everybody's going to start off with that one. Um, Welcome to the Carter, being track 2, has 1.7 million plays.
Hold
Bells has
on, let me state that the number one, the first song on there that got my attention, I was like, oh, he had a song called like Loki's Theme or some shit like that.
yep.
Okay, I just wanted to say that.
That's track 11. Loki's theme has 539,000 plays.
Okay, I was like, oh,
Uh, so Bells is track 3. He got 1 million spins on that one. Track 4, Hip Hop with Lil Wayne, Big X the Plug, and Jay Jones has
that
1.1
shit's hot
million.
too.
I haven't heard that one yet. And then
That shit's hot. That boy Big X is on some. He whooping
track
ass right
5,
now.
track 5, Sharks, with Lil Wayne, Jelly Roll, and Big Sean has
Yep.
1.2 million spins, and so that is number 2, kind of by a lot. It's got the most listens besides track 2, Welcome to the Carter. So, um, and then shortly behind that is Lil Wayne, Big X the Plug, and Jay Jones with 1.1 million. I mean, they're those two, track 4 and 5, pretty much are neck and neck. Yeah, looks like he's also got 2 Chains on there. He's got
That
Bono,
joint, that joint's hard too with 2 Chainz. What's that one? Candy or some shit? What is it
Cotton
called?
Candy.
Boy, hey, it's different, but it was hot to me. I was like, okay, that's
Yeah,
some Cadillac music right there.
he got Cameron Carter, Wyclef's on there with a track called Maria. Is that Maria? Maria?
No,
No.
older, like
Okay.
the older like opera shit.
Oh, okay. Uh, Being Myself with Lil Wayne and Manny Fresh. That's a long due fucking collab coming back around.
Yeah.
Uh, Mula coming in, Lil Wayne and Lil Novi.
Mm.
Alone in the
Pretty
studio
sure
with
that song was a. I'm pretty sure that song hurt my face.
yeah,
Yeah, like
Alone in the studio
super
with
skip value. I think.
say it again, bro.
I'm pretty sure that song hurt my face. Super skip value.
Yeah. Alone in the studio with my gun, Lil Wayne, MGK, and Kodak Black. It's got
Mm,
466,000 plays.
underwhelming.
Closes it out with Written History, track number 19. 19 songs. Total runtime is 1 hour and 7 minutes. Uh, I haven't heard the whole thing, so I can't really give an opinion on it yet. Um, I heard a couple of the singles, and that's about it. I
It's
plan
a
on spinning it.
out of 10, man. It's a 6, man. And if I have to be generous, it's a 6.5, dog. It
Yeah.
is what it. That's just my opinion, and that's how.
So a
I'm
5
not
is
a
average. A 5
no.
is just middle of the road.
5 is middle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
average. You
I
know,
give it 6, and that's not a. I don't fuck with Lil Wayne. I haven't listened to. I haven't even heard all of the Carters. I can honestly say that.
I have
I'm
not either.
sizzling. I've heard 1 and 2, and maybe some of 3, 4. I've heard none of 5, and I've just slapped 6. So he's just not for me, dog. Lil Wayne is just his voice, man. He could rhyme. He could rhyme, and he kills other motherfuckers' features and shit. But I just can't. His voice is annoying. That half dead alien ass shit. Like it's like, wake up, speak clearer, talk direct when you talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to hear a clear voice with some lyrical shit. You know what I'm saying?
You going
Maybe it's
far?
the
You going full Charlemagne the God on this dude right now?
man. I feel like it's maybe it's the Iowa in me. The pronunciation, like man, speak clear when you talk to me, man. Like if you gonna rap, speak up. All that half dead shit and decipher what I'm trying to say and too leaned out shit. Like man, wake your ass up. Rap. You gonna rap or you gonna rap? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh. That being said, I don't think Wayne's going to be our next guest on the podcast. Uh, but we can
But
always
like I
hope.
said, I will acknowledge he can rap, and I do acknowledge that people think he is their goat or hold him as their goat. You know what I'm saying? I understand why they do. I understand the lighter flick Wayne. I understand the mixtape Wayne. Like, I understand these eras. I understand the era where he was on everybody's shit. Like, he's him to a lot of people. I get it, but he was never him for me.
I think I think so. In the beginning, I was a big fan of him. I've told this story a handful of times. I went down and saw him when I was very young, 16. Me and the homie went down there to Denver and caught the concert with the whole Cash Money clique.
Yeah.
And that was special. And it was cool. Wayne was super hot back then. Um, and then I fizzled out when everybody else jumped on the bandwagon. And then I heard the shit that he did with Tech Nine, where he just bars out super tough, and I was like, oh damn, you know what I mean? Like maybe I ain't been giving this motherfucker enough love.
You talking about fuck food with T Pain?
I think so.
Or are you
Yep.
talking about Bass Backwards?
I think it was fuck food.
Okay, fuck food. I think that was the first one they did.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
let me double check here, make sure I ain't bullshitting. What was the one where Tech's out front with the gas?
I don't know.
He's pumping gas on the front cover. Too good, I think.
Oh, that's on Asinine.
Yep.
But fuck food's from all sixes and sevens. I think that's the first Wayne collab.
Oh, yep. That was when they linked up when he was in prison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I fuck with that too, but I still was not really on the Wayne tip back yet. You know what I mean? Like I just wasn't feeling it enough back then.
Yeah.
But the one with Too Good with Lil Wayne and Moo Moo Fresh and Tech Nine did it for me. You know what I mean? I was like, man, this man's wordplay is on another level. His flow was all the way there.
That's on Asinine.
Yep. That one really reeled me in and made me look at Wayne in a new light. And so, yeah, so they brought me back around. I copped the new vinyl. I mean, I was one of them dudes. I don't know if I co-sign and say best rapper alive. I don't give him that title. I think he's very
But do you understand? Do you understand when people say that though?
I understand the motivation without a doubt.
Okay.
People's connection to him at their time, and that's really what music is. You know what I mean? People will say the '70s were the best music. They'll say the '80s were the best music.
Yeah.
More so,
Everybody thinks their prime era is the best. Ours being the '90s.
right? It's more so connection to that time in that person's life, and it's generally
Yes.
their developmental stage in high school or
That's
shortly
when
after.
that's when you're influenced the most. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is open the most to growth and shit. You're
Without a doubt.
1,000% right.
Yeah. So it's all kind of subjective in terms of that.
Yeah.
But I fuck with him.
I think he's very witty, man. And I was an early Cash Money fan. Okay, 97, 98, 99. The block is hot. Get off the corner. You know what I'm saying? Drop it like it's hot, Wayne. Shine and the Hot Boys, like.
Bling bling.
You know what I'm sizzling? Like, I was fucking with that type of shit. That's when I was in middle school and hitting high school type shit. But then, the family broke up. Everybody left Cash Money, and he came out with 500 Degrees and shit, and it was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Like, he started changing, and I understand rappers got to evolve and change. But he became his own person, and started going into the Carter and Squad Up. I forgot the mixtape era, Squad Up era, and he did a lot of beautiful things for hip hop. I acknowledge that shit, but
Without a doubt. He's I think 41 now. You know what I mean? He spent a lot of time in the music business and he survived it, because a lot of people do not survive it.
Okay, let me ask you this. If you had to name a top 10 rappers of all time, does Lil Wayne make that list?
Well, I mean, it kind of
Your list.
right.
Not,
It kind of
not a
depends
list to
on
please
whether
anybody.
it kind of depends on whether we're talking top rappers of all times, Boss, or just sales, or
We're just saying, we're just keeping it broad. Top 10 rappers of all time.
Just somebody that kind of encompasses that entire category.
All
Um,
time. Yep.
I mean, I feel like it's hard to. The grown me says yes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think for his body of work, for his longevity in the game, especially as somebody. I mean, he was damn near the first Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? The kid that grew up in the music business. He was like 11 years old, 8 years old, something like that when they brought him in and signed him to Cash Money. You know what I mean? He literally grew up in the fucking Bow Wow, whoever you want to compare him to, Justin Bieber, all them
Yeah.
kids that started off fucking knee high to a fly and grew up in the music business. That was Lil Wayne before any of them dudes.
Special ed.
Yep.
That
Uh,
boy Special Ed got it made. He grew up like that. He was a
yep.
young.
Michael Jackson. There was a
You
lot
know
of
what
dudes that
I'm
grew up in the music
saying?
business like that. And so for his body of work, the number of songs he's released, the
Shit.
tours
Yeah.
he's done, uh, the lyricism and his ability to still create, and he hasn't tarnished his level of fame. You know what I mean? Think about so a lot of us didn't have cell phones back then, but he had paparazzi and high paid video cameras following him everywhere. And for him to have not tarnished his name enough that, you know what I mean, like there should be a huge amount of damning information out there to just destroy his career for fuck ups. You know what I mean? Like as
Yeah.
you're a young man growing up and learning about life and making dumb decisions and learning what to do and definitely what not to do, especially on camera, you would think that there would be a lot of shit out there to cancel him, and he seems to have survived it. So I would say it's. I mean, he got to be in there. He's got to be in there.
I think that's a good call. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's other
are,
avenues where other MCs I think edge above him, in my opinion, for various things. But I think just overall, top 10 rappers of all time, I think he's got to be in there.
yeah, I think that's safe.
I think his peers working with him, the greats that he's been able to work with all over all these years, I think that illustrates the respect that he has in the game too. You know what I mean? When MCs like Tech Nine, who we praise, want to work with him, when MCs like Eminem want to work with him, when MCs like Big Sean, or you know what I mean, it would be interesting to see the list of features that he's done over his career.
Okay, so let me this is a question I got about features. Okay, so when these rappers work together, is it actually about respect for what you do? Like you're a dope rapper, or is it about you're hot right now? I need you on my new album to get your fan base to pump my album up too.
I think there's a
Like,
mix of it.
you know what I'm saying? I just feel like these rappers in the industry, they just all fuck with who's hot. Like whoever the next top artist is, like I don't know, man. It just seems like some WWE shit. Like whoever the next top artist, where everybody's automatically cool with him and shit. Everybody automatically, he's gonna feature on everybody's album and shit. And is this all like planned? I don't know.
So I just pulled up a record from Billboard, an article from Billboard from 2013 that says Lil Wayne's top 10 biggest career moments. What do we got here? Number one, Lil Wayne signs to Cash Money at 12 years old. He signed to Cash Money, and then he re-signed with Cash Money in 2012 for an additional 4 albums. Uh, Number two, Lil Wayne joins the Hot Boys. Lil Wayne joins the Hot Boys. Uh, so it was Juvenile, NG, Turk, and then Lil Wayne to make the Hot Boys. Uh, what else do we got here? Number three, BG, Birdman, Lil Wayne, Juvenile, Manny Fresh introduced Bling Bling to mainstream. I think my father-in-law called me Bling Bling in the beginning.
Holy shit.
I did have a grill, so I wouldn't go hate on him for it. Number four,
Oh
Lil,
fuck! It must have been his worst fucking nightmare. Holy shit!
Number four, Lil Wayne's debut, "The Block Is Hot," reaches platinum status. It doesn't have a date stamp for that, but it says "The Block Is Hot." His debut album debuted at number one on the Billboard Chart 200.
And
Uh,
I have that album.
it hit Nielsen SoundScan, selling 229,000 copies. Ultimately, 14 years later, "The Block Is Hot" has sold 1.42 million copies to date.
And I have that album.
And I won't go through the whole article
And the
here, but
second one was Lights Out, and that motherfucker was fire too.
yeah,
And I
Lollipop,
have that album.
Lollipop has
Oh
Lollipop.
shit.
4.7 million copies sold to date at the time of this article. The Carter 3 debuts at number one on Billboard 200. Um, yeah, I mean, Wayne is definitely, he's had some huge milestones in his career, but I don't remember a bunch of fuck Lil Wayne, cancel Lil Wayne type shit. You know what I mean? Like there were people that were turned off by him for various reasons over the years throughout his career. That's gonna happen with anybody. But his longevity is still there. You know what I mean? Like arguably, the dude was able to maintain something. He had some fan base.
He has some family feuds, you know what I'm saying? Him and Juvie and him and BG and Turk and,
Yeah,
Baby. It was all inside the family type shit, I feel like. Um,
I feel like for the most part though, he managed it pretty well for a kid that joined the music business at 12 years old.
yeah.
If there
Yeah.
was
Shout
video
out.
footage of some of the dumb shit I did at 12 years old, I'd have been canceled a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Lil Wayne, man. Let us know how y'all feel about the Carter 6 in the comments, man. What's next in hip hop, dog?
Drop us a comment below. Let us know. Coming up next, we got a little something coming in from Timberland. This is gonna be a polarizing one. Hot New Hip Hop says Timberland, one of the most decorated producers of all time, just launched an AI label called Stage Zero, and he's already got an artist signed. According to Billboard
Fuck the
report
trap.
caught by NFR Podcast, the Virginia native just launched an AI music label called Stage Zero. It's co-founded by Rocky, might mangle this one, Mudilar, and Zaid Portillo. And Timbo already has an artist on the imprint. She goes by Tata, and she was created
Oh,
by
fuck.
Suno AI. Ray, how you feel about it?
Timberland, hey, this shit is trash as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I understand you as a mogul and as a businessman, you trying to stay ahead of the curve and chase your coin and, stay winning and shit and capitalize on the next innovative thing in the music industry. But at the same time, you got to understand what that's about to do. Like this, maybe it's inevitable, but you're pushing humans out the game. You're basically telling humans like, shit, I'm done with y'all. Y'all too hard to work with. I'm about to program this computer and get the exact sound that I want, that I hear in my head, and we just about to do it all machine. We don't even need y'all. We
Have you
gonna
seen
use.
have you seen the I think it's almost like an AI ad with all the different animal heads and whatnot. It's like a cat face doing
Nah,
barbells or whatever, doing a bench press, and then there's yeah. Anyways, it's a Timberland ad, or an ad criticizing Timberland or whatever, but it seems pro AI, and it says that motherfuckers been using AI for auto tune and shit for music for a long time. McGillicuddy just jumped in here and said, "What's up, man? Appreciate you joining us, big homie. Thanks for jumping in the pod with us today."
what's going on, homie?
Uh, McGillicuddy, drop us a comment. What do you think about this AI business, bro? Are you with it? Are you against it? Do you feel like we've been using AI? Is auto tune and some of these other features key correct and things like that musicians have been using for the years? Is that AI? Are we cheating? Are we ignoring the fact that
Nah,
we're
man, we don't
benefiting from it?
fuck all that. We talking about the fact that hey, you don't even need a human to come sing no more.
Right. You're talking about 100% AI. So is it okay to use some of the other features, some stuff that boosts the
As
human's
far as
vocal?
mixing and mastering, who gives a fuck? If you're ultimately polishing up a human's voice,
Okay.
if somebody was employed to drop that vocal, absolutely, you didn't
That's
cut anybody out.
okay.
But yeah, they're
Generate.
taking the human out of the equation. Like they're going straight from the brain to the computer to selling records now.
Right.
We didn't even have a recording session. We just told this motherfucker what we want to say and tweaked how he said it.
Yeah.
That's deep, dog.
Yeah. McGillicuddy jumped up in here. He said, I think it's the next level and could be used for the betterment of mankind, but will also be destructive with it if we don't create some laws around its misuses. I appreciate you chiming in, bro. Thanks for joining us on the pod. I think it's got pros and cons, you know what I mean? It's got to be reeled in, and we got to we just kind of like Ray was saying, you know what I mean? If a human goes in there and you know, I mean, we get a rough copy of. I mean, think of somebody doing an interview in a war torn country and you just get this choppy ass fucked up version of the vocals for an interview or whatever. You got to go in and clean it up. You run it through some AI processors and clean it up with some auto tune or whatever, so you can present something that's, you know what I mean, for the news or whatever. I don't see any uh I don't see any detriment from that. But
Again, doing that is not eliminating anybody's job.
right. But if you just generate, if you're doing generative AI, then yeah, there may be some. It may stunt us a little bit, but I think I recall people saying this in the beginning with cell phones and computers because they were like, the books are going to go away. The books are going to go away. People aren't going to be looking in encyclopedias. People won't read anymore.
And
They'll
they
just
don't.
ask the internet. Well, but I think a lot of. I mean, I think in terms of just quick gathering of knowledge and reading, I think you can skim through an entire encyclopedia in a quick moment to reference something. You know what I mean? It'll have cited sources and whatnot. So you're getting the same information in terms of that. And the human still has to read it and figure it out and process it. But but
Mm.
you know, I think they have a place. We've just digitized those books. So we're still using them. It's just a digital copy instead of hard copy.
Nah, you gonna be all right. Watch. So you gonna start getting new music from motherfuckers that been dead. There's gonna be a new Elvis album with current style instrumentals and shit. Like this shit about to get ugly. This about to fuck the whole music game up. They
Yeah.
about to revive all the people from the past and shit that they got rights to. You know what
Temptations
I'm
are coming
saying?
back.
Shit, man, and they own every motherfucking thing. They about to put they about to put together combinations your ass ain't never dreamed of and make millions off of that shit. Cause people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah,
It's
it
trash,
didn't even pique your interest.
trash. Hell no. Cause them motherfuckers they're gonna be doing dumbass shit. Like Tupac would never work with this motherfucker. Like what the fuck? Like I don't like that shit, man. Like motherfuckers, human always want to control something, control destiny and shit, and customize some shit and decide which way shit go. Like sometimes just let shit be. Motherfucker pass away, just let it be gone. It's done. It's over. They had their era.
I feel you. I feel you.
Motherfuckers always gotta remix some shit.
It's valid. It's valid. Ray says when you hit the ground, you're done.
Yeah, man. Unless they got it in their will and shit that hey, I want you to fuck with my whole catalog and reinvent my shit and remix my shit and add verses to people that I don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Who would
So
consent to that?
I believe my man Bruce Willis, big fan. Shout out to Bruce Willis. He had a degenerative disease that broke him down, and so he wasn't able to talk. He lost a lot of his motor skills, I think, too. I believe he's still alive, but I think he's basically his body's being attacked by itself. I think, and he's kind of falling apart. I want to say
Right.
there was an article that you and I had covered a while back, and I can't remember. I think originally it was said uh, that he had given his voice to AI, and then I think that somebody countered that and said it wasn't true. But I think
I'll
that
take
would
that
be
shit
kind
if
of
they
cool.
want it anyway.
Yeah.
They're gonna take it in. They're gonna and that loophole gonna be like, well, technically, we took the voice of him acting in the movie that we own, so it's really John McClane's voice and not Bruce Willis.
So it says
What?
reports of Bruce Willis selling his rights to an AI company have been denied by Willis's representatives. A Willis spokesperson stated there is no partnership or agreement with Deepcake. Deepcake also confirmed this, stating the wording about its rights is wrong. Bruce Willis couldn't sell anyone any rights. They are his by default. Deepcake created a digital twin of Bruce Willis for a Russian phone company advertisement in 2021. Willis provided consent and materials to Deepcake for this specific advertisement. Hmm,
Mm.
interesting. Yeah, I got mixed feelings on it. I like it, but I think you could do some cool shit with it. But I don't know. All right. Oh shit. McGillicuddy had dropped us a comment. It looks like he changed his mind. He took it back. That's all right. Ray, you want to pick up the next one, or you want me to jump on the next one?
So this comes in via allhiphop.com. Ryan Coogler confirms that Denzel Washington
Hey.
Denzel Washington has a role waiting for him in Black Panther 3, marking a long-awaited collaboration between the two film icons. Ryan Coogler has officially confirmed a role in Black Panther 3 has been earmarked for Denzel Washington, solidifying years of behind-the-scenes talks between the two Hollywood heavyweights.
Nice. That's exciting as could be. Uh, he's Ryan Coogler is responsible for Sinners,
Sinners.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Fruitville Station, Creed, Judas and the Black Messiah, Creed 3, Creed 2, Locks. He's got a hell of a body of work on here.
Oh yeah.
Been in it for a long minute. Uh, yeah. I think that's super exciting that there's a possibility um, of Denzel Washington joining the Black Panther family and becoming part of that film. Uh, yeah, that's exciting.
I just watched Zell last night in the Equalizer 3.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I gotta peep it out.
He's a bad motherfucker,
I
dog.
love it. I love it. Bro, he's one of the all time greats. Definitely one of my favorites.
Hey, hey, he's a bad man, dog. Hey, you gotta watch the Equalizer 3, dog.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna dive into it. I got the night off. After we're done with this Matt Rife concert, I might go peep it out.
It's funny, dog. Oh shit.
I love it. All right. Just because I realized I am pressed for time a little bit, I'm gonna hit this next one. This next one's lighthearted. I think everybody should enjoy it. I appreciate Ray putting it in here. I think that the video clip is out for all to see now. I know I've seen various news articles comment on it. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of Eminem. Eminem, this comes in from Hip Hop DX. Eminem makes a cameo appearance in the new trailer for Happy Gilmore 2 and can be seen getting into it with Adam Sandler. While his appearance is only brief and M seems to be wearing a disguise, the rap legend makes a notable impression, calling the title character a jackass as they appear to start rowing. Appear to start rowing. Sandler recently hyped up Eminem's appearance in the long-awaited comedy sequel during an appearance on the Dan Patrick Show. He said, Eminem was cool. He came by. He was great. I've known Eminem for a long time. He's a great guy. And he came in and he was funny as hell. I think we just hung out a day with Eminem and just shot and shot. And he was insane. He said a million things we can use and a million things we're glad to have him on tape. Uh, I think that M's got a lot of dope shit going on. Matter of fact, hang on. I got a surprise. M's got a lot of dope shit going on, and I'm super excited for this Happy Gilmore Part 2 album. I believe it or a video. Sorry, it comes out I think on 4th of July weekend. I want to say. I was looking for a knife here. I just happened to have. I was gonna do a unboxing video the other day, and we'll go ahead and slice this open. Hide my mailing address just so I don't get any
Oh
dick.
shit.
I don't want y'all sending me any of that. The boobies, though, No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Anthrax, motherfucker.
Somebody sent me a bag of white powder.
Shit. He did not send it back.
All right, so just got this. We're gonna unbox it together. Just came in the mail the other day. Boom. This is the single, I believe. Yeah, single. It is. Got a little too close. Eminem and
Juice
Juice
WRLD.
WRLD. They did a limited press
Godzilla.
for this. It was a 5-year anniversary.
Godzilla.
Yeah. I,
Hey, that song's hard as fuck.
it is. It is. They killed it. So I'm excited to be the owner of this. This is cool. So I appreciate Shady Records dropping this in the mail to me. Um, the Lord knows I spent enough money with them.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we got a McGillicuddy question in here. He said, "How do you guys feel about the Carter Six?" Earlier in the pod, I think we just ran through that.
Yeah.
We addressed it a little bit, bro. I think we both said it's a great record. You know what I mean?
No, it's not great.
It's a good record. It's a good record. I have not heard the whole project yet, so I can't fully comment. What I've heard so far was impressive. But I
It's
need to
six.
hear the full body
It's
of
a
work.
6 out of 10.
Ray gave it a 6 out of 10.
It's a 6 out of 10. And as far as the Eminem appearance, I saw the Happy Gilmore 2 trailer, and to my surprise, I was intrigued.
I
You
love
know,
it.
it looked intriguing. You know, and I thought it was gonna be way too late. I still think it is too late for it to do the numbers that it deserves to do, but it's here. You know, we're gonna see what it does, and I think I might. I think I might check it out. The trailer gave me good vibes. You know,
It's
and
got huge cameo appearances. Kid Cudi.
yeah,
Uh,
seems like a good time. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
think they had a. I seen they had the homie Lavelle Crawford up in there.
I love it. I love it. Adam Sandler was just at the Comedy Store over the weekend. I seen him and Polly Shore. Polly brought Adam up on stage. I don't know if he did any stand up or if they were just talking about the new flick or what all exactly went down, but it looks very exciting.
Yeah, shout out Pauly Shore. That motherfucker harassed the hell out of me at the Funny Bone here in Des Moines.
It was all love. It was all love.
And that's what he kept saying. I was like, look, dog, hey, check this out, man. I know I'm the only black dude here, but go ahead and chill out now. You know,
I,
it's like the fifth reference tonight, my boy.
I just got an email from Polly Shore. He just canceled our podcast too. Little
Nah,
Wayne
I
is
bought tickets
canceled.
to go see him, so you know what I'm saying? Hey, I bought tickets to see him, so he know I mess with him. Obviously, I'm there, you feel me?
Hey man, I got tickets to go see Polly Shore September 11th at Funny Bone here in Des Moines. I'll be out there rocking with the homies. So, um,
We will not be doing that again, though. Hey, let's keep it rolling real quick. Steve-O's pressed for time.
amen. So this,
So
go ahead, go ahead. You hit the next one, bro.
So this comes in hiphopdx.com. Justin Bieber has revealed who he thinks the greatest rapper of all time is, and his pick won't surprise many fans. On Instagram, Bieber uploaded screenshots from a FaceTime call with none other than Lil Wayne. Posting a picture of him dialing his I'm the One collaborator, Bieber wrote, checking in with the GOAT. Wayne also posted a screenshot of the video call on his social media and intimated that it had been an emotional chat with the oft controversial pop star. How you feel about that, Steve-O? Justin Bieber initially quoting Lil Wayne, saying Lil Wayne is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that?
I think that they both came up with a similar story. You know what I mean? They were both kids that grew up in the music biz. That was about damn perfect that we referenced them earlier in the podcast, and then it come full circle. But yeah, I think Wayne grew up in the music business just as Justin Bieber. I'm sure that they can see some resemblance of each other, and for those two to be able to kind of connect and link up on that is perfect. So yeah, everybody's it's he's about the right age for when Wayne had his essentially a peak at one point, you know what I mean, in his career, for Justin to have grown up on him, and if they made a connection together, you know what I mean, that would even be more. Um, I could see how that would be more influence. You know what I mean? So it would influence his opinion of the great. So yeah, you know what I mean. I fuck with it. I respect it.
Yeah, it seemed about the right era. You know what I'm sizzling. Justin Bieber probably gotta be 30 something, 34, 35, somewhere in that range or some shit.
Yep.
You know, so that's about the age that the Lil Wayne stands are.
Yeah, I would say I'd say that was about perfect. So it makes sense to me. Um, I just remembering all the mishaps and whatnot Bieber had as a young man. You know what I mean, and how tough it must have been for him doing his the crazy stuff. So um,
Hey, touch on that Wu Tang Clan one when you get ready.
yep. Rolling Stone says the expansive universe of legendary rap group Wu Tang, who are currently on a historic final tour, is ripe for the type of rich mythology present in video games. Founded in 1992 in Wu Tang, New York City, and consisting of, of members RZA, Jizza, Method Man, Raekwon, Ghostface Killer, Inspector Deck, You God, Master Killer, and Old Dirty Bastard. Wu Tang is an undeniable piece of architecture of modern hip hop music. A
Hello.
crew of distinct MCs capable of unifying under an electric sonic umbrella, not unlike superheroes. Now the rap luminaries are getting the video game treatment they deserve with Wu Tang: The Rise of the Deceiver, an action
Mm,
adventure game from Brass Lion Entertainment. In it, the member this one's straight out for G-Ball. In it, the members of
shit.
the Wu Tang Clan have to transfer their powers to the next generation in order to save Shaolin, the fictionalized homeland referenced in their most classic songs. I fuck with it, bro.
Mm. These motherfuckers is like Wu Tang is very resilient. Their core fan base is die hard, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to Detroit to see him next month.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's like a cult, you know. And the Wu Tang cult comes from many cultures. You know, it's not just black guys, but there's a lot of white people that fuck with Wu Tang the long way, homie.
Real talk. Real talk. Wu Tang's for the children.
Yeah, dog. So that's a beautiful thing when you can bring, you know, all types of cultures together under one roof to praise rap music, hip hop music, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, the culture embraces everybody that has an open heart, man.
They're doing a
And
massive
I
run
love
on
to see that.
Billboard right now, and it's exciting to see the Wu come out. All members, you know what I mean. I caught the New York State of Mind tour a couple years ago with Nas and De La Soul, and that was monumental. And that was in Minneapolis, but to be able to go and catch it in Detroit and really get to embrace Wu Tang again, you know what I mean? Possibly on their last tour. That's exciting as fuck to me, bro. You know what I mean? Like when we're
Hell yeah.
like, I got this Wu Tang over here. If you can see it, where that, boom. I got the Killer Bee right
Yeah.
there underneath the
Hell yeah.
EmceeTV. So, yeah, I fuck with the Wu a long way. You know what I mean? I've been going and seeing them up in Minneapolis at First Ave and various venues for years. You know what I mean? I've seen them at Red Rocks. I've seen them. I grew up. You know what I mean? The Enter the 36 Chambers. I grew up on the Wu Tang. You know what I mean? That record came out in '93. I was 9 years old. You know what I mean? I was born in
Mm,
'84, so I was 9 years old when that record came out, and I had it, and I was a big fan of it.
I got that joint.
Yeah, I fuck with it the long way.
Yeah, Wu Tang, man. Shout out to Wu Tang. These motherfuckers got a video game, man. That shit. They got all types of shit, dog. All types of unique ass shit. You know, I think that's awesome as hell.
I hope
And
it delivers. I hope it delivers because sometimes, like the idea is all the way there. You know what I mean? I'm locked in. I think it's awesome, but then sometimes you link up with somebody that's a cut rate digitizer or artist or whatever, and you don't quite get what you were hoping.
I think it's all about the investment. You know, how much money's going into the project.
But
You
I
know,
think,
that's
go ahead. Sorry.
that's gonna let you know, in my opinion, of possible quality.
I think that the RZA, uh, based on his past film endeavors and things that he's done over the years, I think he chooses quality artists and a team that will put something together. And I don't think they put the Wu Tang stamp on it unless it was all the way there and they came correct with it. So I feel like this is going to be. I don't even know why I brought it up. You know what I mean? I was just speculating or commenting. So, but I'm definitely hoping that it's as beautiful as it deserves to be.
Hell yeah. This next article comes in via Sports Illustrated. Giannis Antetokounmpo still hasn't decided whether or not he will be returning to the Milwaukee Bucks. He hasn't given them an indication that he wants to do. He hasn't given them an indication of what he wants to do. Antetokounmpo continues to be one of the best players in the NBA, having finished third in MVP voting this season. He will certainly be playing in the NBA for quite a few more years, whether that's with the Milwaukee Bucks or not. Despite that fact, legendary rapper Ice Cube is still trying to get him.
Big three.
Still trying to get Antetokounmpo to come play in his basketball league once his NBA career is over. He is the creator of the Big Three League, and he wants Antetokounmpo to play for him. In fact, Ice Cube went ahead and pitched an idea of playing with two current All-Stars so that it would be more enticing for him while on running back. Quote, Giannis would be a great 3-on-3 player, but you got to have a player who can actually do it all at all three levels. SGA might be great. He can do it at all three levels. How can you count out someone like LeBron playing this style? He's one of the greatest basketball players ever, so that would be hard three to lose to. So he's talking about Shea, SGA, you know what I'm saying, Giannis, and LeBron, you know what I'm saying, trying to get them all to the Big Three after their career.
That's wild. I fuck with it, though. I fuck with it. I was watching a 30 for 30 last night after we watched that fight between O'Malley and Merab, which was a good fight. Shout out to the UFC. I was watching a 30 for 30 last night with the Pistons and the bad boys of the Pistons with Rodman and them. And it kind of showed a little bit of them going against Jordan and whatnot. Man, the Bucks had a squad this year, without a doubt, man. The Bucks, Damian Lillard, I can't say homie's name, Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. And you know what I mean? A handful of other dudes out there was really holding it down. You know, I wish Dame, Brook Lopez, I wish Dame a fast recovery. You know what I mean? I know he did he had the Achilles tear. And some folks were saying that might put him out for a while. But you know, the Bucks, especially being a Midwest team, you know what I mean? The Bucks were the Bucks were a big contender this year. I said Ducks. I meant Bucks. Yeah, you know, I mean, they got a squad, and they look tough. Me and Ray got to see them in Detroit.
Yes, sir.
We saw
Whoop Detroit's motherfucking ass.
They did put a hurting on them. That's for damn sure.
Yes, sir. Motherfucking Dame time went for, I think, 38.
He was on fire that game.
Maybe about 40 piece. And I know Giannis went for at least 30, so they went crazy.
Yep. It'll be interesting to see what the Bucks bring next year. I know a lot of teams are doing some rebuilding. You know, and if in the event, I've heard speculation that Dame may not return with that bad of an injury. I definitely don't want to speak that into existence because I know we're talking about a young man's career, so I'm definitely not trying to put that out there. But I feel like I've heard speculation that with that bad of an injury and you know the point at which he's in his career, you know, people are speculating that he may not return. So the Bucks definitely have some rebuilding to do in the case that they lose Antetokounmpo and Dame.
Yeah, y'all see that signed Ice Cube back there too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, I see that signed Cube.
That motherfucker looks extra tough.
Yeah, but shit, I think that pretty much wraps us up for today, Cuddy.
Yeah, I got a little family action I got to get to. You know what I mean? We were supposed to be going out to Dave and Buster's to put it down, so I'm gonna go start burning cash.
Yeah.
Now we can go out there and have some fun for a little bit before we go catch this concert. So, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in with us today. Today was a fun one. You know, we definitely Ray and I enjoy jumping on here and chatting with y'all. We appreciate everybody jumping in and watching. It's dope to be back home on YouTube. You know what I mean? We was doing Facebook for a while, and you know, Facebook is still a fun one to get on every once in a while. We might pivot over there and do a surprise appearance for y'all every once in a while. But yeah, you know what I mean? YouTube's got a growing following for EmceeTV. We're gonna be here for a long time, so we appreciate y'all chiming in. You know what I mean? McGillicuddy was live on the chat today, so we appreciate everybody interacting with us and just letting us know there's people out there listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all. Until next time, it's your boy, that motherfucker Steve for EmceeTV.
It's your boy Big Ray West, BIGG, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast, and they know.
And we out, y'all. Peace.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice One. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us. Them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life's so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, softer than a razor's touch. We hit that script and get the cake up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.